music. Alright, let's get back to it. So, yeah, the last stream we kind of stayed more at peace and tried to integrate South Dob, because one of the main problems we're having is that even though we have diplo capacity and I was just creating a bunch of vassals, they are not a fan of me because they're strength versus us. I guess, yeah, because we got 28 plus all of these. So they're just not happy with us. So we need to start annexing kind of as much as we can until they get happy, because they're growing, they're not staying the same size. So yeah, we are currently integrating Central Macedonia, and I'm trying to do obviously the ones we can, but the ones that have converted culture and or religion. So far, Dob and Macedonia are pretty good with both of those. Not perfect, but not the worst. Barracks infrastructure? Nope. Is there? So I'm pretty sure we had laws that we already changed, so I don't think we really need to change anything. Free subjects, taxing the nobles, powerful Harlem. Yeah, we definitely want the crown power. Education on the people. Favor the ruler. Current estate power. I think we're just fine where we are. Yeah, they're gonna be pissy, but that's their problem. Monthly legitimacy, which we're at 100, so we don't need that. Naval infrastructure. Monthly research progress, +5. But we'll start building a university, which, can't really afford it right now. But I don't want to build barracks. Let's try to, I guess, go for the research because of the research. So why do we all love this? Sudden at -20. Was it because of the Parliament? Of course, they always want to change policy. Favor the elite. So they want to enact. So they'll gain more food, maximum the tax of the nobles. And we're getting rid of crown power. Yeah, wish. Clergy, levy size, I don't really care, sure. Increase opinion. Lose some research. I mean, what's the point? Losing to trying to gain some. I wish we could like disable it. Hopefully we'll get lucky. Balanced education. Ruler's first cousin. Don't really care. Lower Egyptian Sunni clergies. This is 110 people. And that's the other thing. Our vassals just want to gain their independence because they think they're too strong. There we go, get some support. I take it. That's not what I wanted to get rid of. Yeah, we don't want to lose. That's monthly research project. Okay, so we'll lose a little bit, but we'll still gain some back. Okay, now we're at 50. So as long as we don't lose any. Are they having a crusade or something going on over here? Ah, because they're fighting Tunis. Right. Some Britons in this war. Yeah, they're trying to probably gain the island and this little province. So I am like really unsure on like which buildings to build now. Because the economy tanked, and it's not just us, it's the entire game. Slave market says we would be potentially earning almost a decade, but the cost of the maintenance versus profit. Wait, no, but profit is profit, so it's income. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing, I don't know why. So yeah, we would be earning some. So why isn't the AI unlocking some of this? Are they just not, are these just not profitable? Maybe? Cabinet laws. Giving the nobles less power, they're still gonna be upset about that, which also means less money. So either you can appease the noble state, that way they can give us more money, or go with our cabinet efficiency. I think I'll go with the noble. Okay, that passes. So these are so which will I'm not seeing any that will earn more profit besides this one. So we're making some profit. Barely. I would like to just see the profit. Let's see. So I really want to get stability up. Good character. We lose art, burgers are happy. Or we gain art and nobles are happy. Sure. So the nobles are paying well. And they're all pretty good there. I don't really care too much about, I think, the levies anymore. I wish we can, like, switch privileges. Because luckily now the losing stability isn't as bad as it used to. But I wish we could switch them because I'd rather have the discipline. Nobles allowed to expand RGOs. Offensive. Our subjects change their mind to us. Well, that's not helping. Great. Converting. I got the rights of the nobles. Rights of the nobles. Definitely not giving them this because I don't want them having power to select who's going to rule. So either we can give them a little bit of power with some satisfaction, fort maintenance minus 20%, or give them a 20% more, but blocks crown people from being in the cabinet. No, thank you. Or we could piss them off. They'll have less power. Tax them even more. Go centralize. And then blocks them from being in power in the cabinet, which I'm not going to do that. I think we're going to give them just a hair bit more less maintenance. I think once we go more centralized, those laws can be changed. Got cores, making money. Okay, now we tanked a little bit. They're just getting more pissed, man. Just they were at 20, now they're like almost 0. We just got too many. I'd like to ideally earn a little bit more monthly before I start spending that 1K on buildings. Or are there buildings that the estates are building that we do not want? So these are probably the clergy estate or buildings. Nope, we got some right here. Temples. Fishing villages. Man, they built so many. And they are making profit. Well, since they're making profit, we'll leave those. Irrigation. So these do not produce any income. Just provides more local food. Oh wait, and I'll just watch that number. Hopefully it's more consistent this time. Bureaucracy law. I guess monthly. Prosperity. So we're not trying to go centralized yet. Then research. So still in Reformation. We have everything unlocked. The reason I was looking at that is because I sometimes get confused with my Castile campaign. Because we're like both, I think, on the Reformation. Or, no, I think Castile at the end of Discovery. Or just barely got into Reformation. So prestige gives us reputation, which would be handy. I mean, it's not going to be a big impact, but we could also try to get that. So we're at -5, but it would increase our total prestige. Pop conversion speed, that might be helpful for our cabinet, but so this is a policy. Button. Is it its own policy, I'm assuming? Or is it under a certain law? More tax, proximity speed, progress source inward. I guess. unlock that and check it out. Gives a supply limit. Otherwise, we just have a bunch of buildings to upgrade. Institution growth, maximum, reduce inflation. Do we have inflation? I feel like I keep checking now. I don't really care about the intelligence. Maybe we should go down this. Maybe focusing on that and deleting whichever buildings maybe we don't need. So we're not really exploring privateering, neither are we doing that. Culture capacity. Do we want to do culture capacity? If we add more room, we could maybe add definitely add somebody. Greek. I don't think we're able to because of the negative. Counter-espionage. Supreme Court. And then here's some more prestige. Pretty sure I went through all of this, and I didn't find a whole lot with that adds money besides like building upgrades. Alright, so the burgers. The burgers are very happy, so ideally we could piss them off, maybe get some more money out of them. Max tax for the burgers plus 10%. Yeah. Let's go ahead and snag that one. Monthly diplomat. Meh. Relations, supply, fort, movement speed. More buildings. Culture capacity down there. Our culture capacity. Recruitment law. Food consumption. City rights cost. Founding a town. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go with these buildings over here. Nope, not there. Here. Age of Reformation. Down here, we go. Tanning workshop, cloth workshop, and fine cloth workshop. So we have markets we can upgrade. So let's go to burgers. So this is what called the merchant. Merchant headquarters is the upgraded of the marketplace. So for one building, maintenance is 38. But that would be hard for us to really see how much, what an expense or the profit that we made from this building. But I did get, there's a tools workshop and the tools guild. Tools Guild. Is there a place with just a single one? Yep. Of course they're gonna vary, so bronze tool maker, 0.84. A little bit of profit. I'm sure they're all gonna vary. Oh, even like the blacksmith? Well, they vary. And then a workshop. Costs more. We are making more profit there. So maybe slightly better income. Our iron is very cheap. And then it's making 1.2 tools. And then one there. So I'm assuming we are only making less in the Tools Guild. Yeah, we're making half. Okay. We definitely don't need armory or dogs right now. I'm making 4 ducats there. So cannon maker. What is the name? Cannon workshop. Okay. So we're on the top one. We are making 1 basically. Nope. Maker. Hard to tell because I don't have a single one that is operational. But I can only assume it's Wait. Guess not. Okay. Oh, they're still not implemented, so we just got the cabinet law implemented. So taxes went up. Base tax. We'll lose reputation. Monthly diplomat. Nice. We should be. Are we almost done integrating? Oh, we already finished. Okay, so we integrated them a while back, didn't we? That's when we started losing their opinion on us. Okay, so that adds more. Okay, so there's no cap on annexing other vassals, I believe. Because it was negative 50 for the first one, now it's almost 100. So I think EU4 there was a cap. It would just like restart at 100, negative 100. But I don't know about if this is going to continue or not. Because you lose negative, it goes away over time by 2. So it'd take 50 years just to get rid of that opinion. I think I would still annex someone else if I can. Nope. Cannot. So you guys are at 200. So I'm going to remove them. And whoever else is at negative or under 200 will improve with them. They're both nobles, I don't care if you marry each other. I haven't even got to move my mic a little bit closer, but looks like my daughter was messing with it. Alright. So let the game run. I wish. Improving reputation, increasing control. Pop conversion, monthly development, or satisfaction, and they get unrest. Yeah, no. Yeah, I just don't think this is really going to be exactly a game where we ourselves are going to colonize. I think it's more of declaring war. um, it's going to cost 10 ducats per month. Ah, it's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying because it just takes forever, man. Just to explore things. And of course, we're not making a whole lot of money, which is even more annoying. So I think I'm going to take control of the cabinet because I want to focus on stability because that's going to help with annexation or integration. States will be happier, and it helping lower maintenance, or not maintenance, rebellion. Increase control, maybe. So let's go ahead and switch this one to stabilize country. As well as declaring war with Castile. Ho! Two Sicily's not going to join. Wow. So Milan and Papal State, I don't really care. Portugal, I mean, I don't really care, but it's just more people that I just don't want in a war. How about Milan? Themselves. They are bigger. It's bigger, whatchamacallit? Alliances. Portugal? Ah, here we go. So that is who we target. And then obviously we take Castile's colony there, and then we just take all the provinces ourselves. But we do need to start searching all of this land as well. Which I guess I will start to do. Not really, why am I not seeing a change in monthly? Huh. It's weird. Is it because they haven't left yet with their preparations? That might be why, because I'm not seeing anything here. So I will leave it at that. I'm also kind of thinking, well, I mean, we're making profit. So it's like, should we just delete the buildings we're not even using? Because everything is already cheap. Very cheap. That's too many buildings to upgrade. I don't know. To upgrade it costs 157. To build one, no, that's still upgrading. So we got the guns workshop. It's only showing me the ones I can upgrade. And locations. Oh, so you do have to make a cannon maker first. Right, so yeah, we shouldn't then. Okay, there we go. So they set to the Amazon. Then now we have our cost. Instability, traditional economy. Burgers get food production, okay. Or, yeah, no questions. Let's see. So we can make more cannons. Just upgrade all of them. Another exploration. Yeah, because I think... How much... Oh, look, they have another rebellion. Nice. Oh, if you don't join this war... no, because we do need Castile in the war. Yeah, so Castile's not joining. And we don't really have much of Portugal that we can really take. That's 2 Sicilies. There's some Portugal over here, but... yeah, eh. Got saffron over here, though. And I don't want to create any vassals at the moment. So... yeah, I'm not going to do anything over there. And that's the other thing, vassals. Can we integrate anyone? Start annexation, 2 of them. You're kind of too far away. You're close. You weren't fully integrating your culture and whatever else, religion, but we're just gonna go for it. They're too strong. Why am I not seeing... They're already selected. So then until 24. And then having higher stability will increase the speed. So they have Wallachia and a little bit of Bulgarian, but fully Sunni. But after that, we may have to just stop until we can get that penalty, basically, to reduce. Annex another subject. Because if that's 150, that's a lot. But then again, improving relations over 200. I don't know, we'll see. So everyone is pissed. Oh, you know. course, I could increase diplo spending, but we're just not making money. Okay. But that's kind of the other thing. Like, if I were to get more colonial subjects, I mean, that's not going to help our cause. And they're most likely not going to be happy. So as much as I want to continue expanding like crazy, it's not going to help us out. And how long? 2 years? 4 years? Okay, those stats are much better. Because it used to be like 14 years and whatever else. Monthly prestige. So that will help reputation. Let's get a military person in here. And yeah, we've converted quite a lot. So that's good to see that we're kind of almost in the clear-ish. Lose stability, so we're going to be losing penalties. I think for right now we'll do military because we're not really declaring wars. Since they're already pissed, do we want to continue forcing cultures and all this? We should be. What? Since when did we have Crebo? Huh. And then New Spain. Okay. Which I know they hate my guts already. Yeah, only make it 2 ducats. Not anymore. Spoke too soon. So what are we gonna do about that? There's really not much. So that won't really do much. So I could only assume that the cabinet maintenance is core cost, part of it. Otherwise there should be a separate slider for cabinet where you can slide their efficiency. Let's just double check see if we can. No, I'm not upgrading that right now because we aren't making monthly money. Is there anything else we can get rid of? Yeah, see, they're just building too much. It's kind of annoying. So Forest Village is an expense with bonuses, but we're not receiving profit. Oh, no, we are. Okay. So profit here we are losing. Anything else? Barracks. So, yeah, I don't want to exactly decrease my military because that's only going to piss off our vassals because we're weaker. I wish we didn't need this much barracks and training field. Could get rid of some dry docks. Maybe some shipyards. For now. I know we're making money when we're not exploring, but we want to explore. Fruit, sandpit. Is there anything that's not making profit? So windmill is giving us more output, but is it in turn making us profit? So there's one in here, which obviously has wheat and wheat. Local food capacity plus 200%. We got bridges, lumber output. I don't know. So I'm not sure how much output that's making. How much that increases. I just don't know how much that increases our profit. I'm sure they're gonna rebuild it, so we should just see. 'Cause this one's just capacity, so it's not really an output. So now we're in positive. $8 ducats. Greenery, same thing. Wait, is that what I just... Yeah. Navy repair. I mean, these are pretty cheap. Windmill. 0.19. I mean, everything adds up. So wood is very cheap. Cloth, very cheap. I don't know if I should get rid of them or not. It all adds up at the end, but now they're fighting Georgia. Sure, I will accept, but obviously, if you know, you know. We're not joining, but we'll send our vassals. So now we're at 32. But still, I want to see if there's any other buildings we want to get rid of just so we can make money. Theater, unrest. You know. Courting house, local power. Monthly sailors, trade capacity. Can build ships here. Library. Monthly research. And they're all turned off. And why is that? Everything's very cheap already. Huh. Yeah, we're just not really going to be making much. So I think that's that. Hospitals would be another thing, but I don't know. 'Cause, I mean, it's very helpful with the Black Death, but like we're not really having other big breakouts, so I'm not sure if I should get rid of some of those. Okay, we'll just stick with that. Yeah, we can't really... Yeah, we just can't expand. Too much going on. Let's go speed back up. They're at 20. 26. I mean, if... Oh, we're making 113. I mean, if we increase this spending, which I just might. Wow, you could barely move it. This costs a crazy amount. Why did it go down? We weren't really spending that much different. New Spain joins independence. Da, 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 da. I don't know why that even changed anything. Where did all that money go? That 113. What? Okay, let's upgrade some tools. Oops. And then we're not really earning much of diplomats. Not until 24. So we annex our vessel. And in that time, it would be nice to, since they're already pissed, piss off more people by enforce conversion, converting culture and religion, because they'll like me better. Faster integration. But I think we should just, I don't know. I would at least like to be in positive. But this is so expensive, man. I'm not a big fan of the song, jeez. But yeah, that's gonna just take forever. See, now they went back down again. New market, more crown power. Castles don't care for, mercenaries don't care for, reputation. So we're at 10 right now. Oh, highly regarded. So that affects our trust. I think we'll go with... Try to see if we could get crown power. That's fine with me. Artist guilds. Production efficiency. Well, I'm sure the burgers will build more. Look inward. A little bit of prestige. Okay, so hopefully we get an event. Ooh, we gain money and more satisfaction. Perfect. So with that, let's go ahead and upgrade some buildings. Supply limit. So we want to focus on income. I think mainly the ones that are creating the most profit. $105. Whoa. Yes, please. I've only been waiting. I mean, economy is still the same, or at least tax base. So I think it might be trade. Trade income 169, 170. Bring in the dough. Let it slide. Yeah, we're gonna let it slide. We want to try to get this, which I think it might be too late. Never mind. We'll take it. We want that crown control. What's our next tech? Oh, some policy. Which we want to see if it's its own policy or if it's going to be added with something else. So we're at 34%. Which I'm not sure if it changed already or not. It seemed like it didn't really do much. So I'm pretty sure it was still at 34. Well, we tried. We should definitely focus on food, because we're gonna have a big stack here once we declare war. So probably move a big stack here, have our second stack over here, and slowly move in there. So yeah, cultures, Castile, and it's Lutheran here, so we haven't changed anything there. Just out of curiosity, how much control do we have over here? None at all. That's a vassal. 42 here. But nothing there. Local market protection. For one, we have a bailiff. We don't have a port. I'm not sure why we can't have one. We should probably put a... Well, I guess never mind. Overseas training post. I don't know. Let's leave it as is. So yeah, they're still pissy. Okay, what else can we upgrade? Tools and guns. Lose legitimacy or this guy dies. Oh no, Noble was gonna die. It's too bad. What is this? Cabinet lacks member. Diplo. We're almost done converting in one place. 2 of them. Okay, there's that. So it's not its own, it is legal code. Legal code right here. So currently we have clergy power, pop conversion, tolerance of the heathens, disallows female rulers. Yes. Yeah, we might want to change that. To get some more tax. We would be going inward, but it's not a whole lot. Has picks the first option. Throughout the game. In addition, for them are met, it usually have an effect. Is that something we want? Just might be. So what is the inward versus outward? So we're staring outward. Culture, tradition. Diplo capacity, monthly migration versus inward. More crown power. Monthly control, tradition. But we get less colonial migration. So more prestige. We'll deal with them in the old-fashioned ways. So this burger gets banished. All grape pups in that area will lose satisfaction, or a mercenary company appears in Bursa, we lose money. Money that we don't have. Let us pay these bandits off, recruit them in our army instead. I haven't dealt with any company, because I don't want any mercs. So they've been cut off from our capital. As a result, banditry in the countryside, these bandits resist our rulers and their land, having set their hideouts in the mountains throughout. They are not organized in their resistance. I think we're just going to piss them off, because we don't want any mercs. Oh, we got Amazon discovered. Wow. So that is a... so now we have a good reason to declare war on Portugal now. That is a lot. Okay, so they're focusing on converting religion first, which is fine. So yeah, we definitely have a good reason to declare war on Portugal now. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So I think we should focus down here now. Then we got 2 more months for Colombia. Which I can only assume is still more of Castile's colony over here. So I think we're gonna just accrue some money for the war. Yeah, more Castile's colony. Then we're searching this place right now. So let's go over here. Military. And then, yeah, we're just going to stick with 3 explorers for right now. I don't want to spend any money right now. What does it look like with our military maintenance up? We're losing 30 ducats. But if we lose... our Diplo spending, because they're already pissed, so... The only difference is if we have vassals that like us. And if they get pissed, then obviously less income, but currently we're making money. But we're going to lose more once they head out. So we're still going to lose money. So yeah, let's definitely accrue some money. I don't want to go towards plutocracy. Oh, they give us a gift. $5,000 and some stability. Wonderful. Oh, wait. Did I not see that right? I apparently did not see that right. Maybe they gained it. And they're not building any buildings, which... it states construction. I wonder why they're not building buildings. So the question is, do we... do we want to start a war now? So we're almost at cap. We'll barely make a ducat, but once the explorers head out, so maybe wait until they head out, see what that looks like. Peace, we lost. It's a white piece. It's fine with me. Not my war. Now we're not earning as much. So one of them already headed out. Now we got one more. I don't care about spy network at all. Another thing we could potentially do, but I don't exactly want to, is declare war on Egypt, and instead of taking land we just break them up. and take as much money and war reps as we can. Because that's going to bring in Tunis. Tunis, Morocco, Yemen. It doesn't really seem that fun. And I feel like it's just going to take ages. Because we have to like siege Morocco and Tunis. Okay, we got prestige. Right, so the burgers, which I think is the last one that we selected. We're losing a lot of people. Okay, we're at 2K. Yeah, we're still not earning much. So I guess I'm just gonna hold off on the war. And we're gonna have to try to increase. Our total income. Tax base is slowly going up. New market. Yes, so that's why we're losing a lot of people. We do have a lot of hospitals, but what is it exactly? We have this plague over here. So we've lost 11? No, we almost lost 1 million people. Wow. Speaking of not having plagues, there it is. So even though the price of wood is very cheap, we would still make profit in building more buildings. So that's a little bit surprising. Not sure if it's by trade. Still are making profit even though we don't have enough people. Oh, we're out of money. So let's see. I can't pick any. Oh, because we don't have money. Makes sense. Gain stability, which we are already capped out. So now I will let the automation happen. Gain stability, we increase attraction. Da 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 da, sounds pretty good. Sounds good to me. Okay, so like I said, the burgers are very happy. They're at 65. So I think we're going to piss them off and try to grab some tags like this one. Max task plus 10. They gain less power. But that's going to block them from the cabinet, which I don't exactly want that. Colonial migration, which we're not exactly colonizing, because we're kind of late to that game. But everything else makes them happy. Great. Commerce allowed. Definitely don't want to go with plutocracy. So we have one in there so far. I mean, we could survive. I mean, the nobles aren't that strong. As they used to, they're still at 32, so really, it's not going to change much. And we could still get rid of one of these. Most likely this one. But I don't think there's going to be much of a need. So yeah, we'll piss them off, we'll get some more money out of them. So let's see how much that changes things. Because they're in theory blocked. So are they going to remove them? No. And I think, I don't know if it's this game or my Castile campaign where somebody is blocked but they're still being put in the cabinet. So I'm not sure if it's a bug or what. Or maybe they're just going to allow this one and then they just won't allow any more. I don't know. Oh, it's not even put into law yet. That might be why. Okay, we're making a lot of money. That is good. So now we do have enough money to start our war. And we'll just take this plague over here and take it to them. Okay, so great. Now you're allied with Aragon. Great. Um... It's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna wait for anything else. Let's see. So I don't think we would have to really get deep into Aragon and Castile. I think with our 10 stack here, no, I don't even think that 10 stack will be enough. So I think these guys had a pretty big army. So I think I want to get a bigger stack here, actually. Siege all this up. And then we'll place one big army right here. Because they're going to want to siege this capital. Or this castle. And then we just start stacking them. And then eventually, Aragon's going to want out. So we're just going to let Aragon leave. Because we're obviously we need Portugal and Castile in the war so we can take all of that land. So let's lower maintenance first. We'll take these guys over here. And then we have to wait for our navy because it's still over here. We're losing a lot of manpower. We've discovered land. Still Castile. And the other good thing about taking land, we can create, I believe it's, I don't know. Because these guys are in sections, but I think all of the land was ours, so we can create our small vassals. So I think we're good. Yeah, we just have to wait for the navy. Ship lost. Yeah, so now that we're making money, we will... And why are we losing so much manpower? Oh, because they're dying from the plague. Yeah, we're gonna need... What do you call it? Barracks. No, we want to upgrade what we have. Wow. Yeah, bro. Well, we're kind of screwed here. We are screwed. So I'm pretty sure we can't raise an army from right here. Yeah. Because I don't know how big their armies are. So now we just lost our navy. So go back. See if you can repair yourself. It might have helped if we maybe had a general. So we need more cogs. So I think that's why we're earning a lot of money here. Maybe. We just lost a big navy. And now again we have no diplomat as well. So we can't declare war. But it seems like we have more bigger problems. Meaning we still need to increase our navy because we lost it. Which I'm sure there's tech that we need to research. We need to get better units. Obviously they have more land here. So now let's explore over here. So do we have 3 or 2? So we have 2. And then this is where we are going so far. Okay. Let's also get some heavies. So that also helps with transport. I'm gonna hide that because I don't need to see it. So it's negative 80. You're Sunni, you're an artist, and we welcome him. Let's see. Apparently tools, man, they're very profitable right now, even though they're cheap. But if it's making me a lot of money, sure. Each's opinion, I don't care about their opinion. Peace tax tinked a little bit. Is that right? We're not paying anything? Is that a bug or is it? Because we were still paying. even when we were at 100. So I'm not sure if that's a bug. Culture investment. Yeah, Diplo we're not focusing on. Yeah, I don't know if that's a bug, but nothing I can do about that if it is. Ideally, I would like to integrate Kara, because they're one of my strongest vassals. They're only at 9. So we're the same language, same religion. So I don't know if we're going to have to wait until the annex all subject is dealt with. Or if we could try to find a way to integrate them, but I don't know. I don't think so. Parliament. Nothing crown related. We could change a law. Build more barracks. I think we'll actually do that. We do need more barracks. Oh, never mind. Loose stability. The village is bountiful harvest. Sure. Why is he still focusing on improving government? Hey, dummy. Let's change that. Because I did give them... Yeah, they do have control. Why are they focusing on that? I'd rather you stabilize the country. Oh, is that what... Yeah, okay, so stabilizing... Okay. So we actually... Okay, I see. So it wasn't a bug. Huh. So technically it's kind of gaining 130. 2 ducats. Nice. So never mind, we might switch that back. Okay, so they still are in control. So they might switch it back once we're at 100. Which is fine. Burger's happy, we gain... I'm not going to give him a parliament seat. We're already going to win it, so... Gonna lose some support, that's fine. We're still gonna win it. And then annexation, 25 May. So we still got 2 years for that. Okay, we got barracks. Let us upgrade. As long as you're making a profit, that's all I care. Barely much of a profit. So these are still open, they're just not employed. No money, you gone. Then those are locked. That's locked. This one is not. It's just losing money. You're all locked. So which ones? No burgers employed. I don't know, those all looked locked to me. So I don't know what the problem there is. Let's go with the most money. Tools Guild, man. Papers Guild. Canons. Weapons. So we got a year left until we discover Central America. Then yeah, Milan was too strong. Well, no, they weren't strong. They just more of an annoying war than anything. Still stabilizing reputation. Like, how high can we go on reputation? New market. Okay, so it seems like that plague is gone. At least the majority. So that's good. We lost about 1 million. So population with needs, which is like the majority of the colonial. Stuff. So where exactly is provinces that produce coffee? So there's not a whole lot of those exotic goods. Got some gold down here. We got gems down there. Okay, so mainly we'll want the northern. We got cocoa, we got chili. They're too profitable. We got a lot of gold. Not that it's going to be our gold, but... Lose stability, we destroy a castle. Or a little bit of legitimacy. We'll go ahead and lose a little bit legitimacy. That way, hopefully, once this is capped, they'll focus back on legitimacy. And hopefully, I guess they'll keep it on legitimacy so we can not pay anything with our court cost. Which would be nice. Okay, so some buildings just finished. Making some more dough. Same with stability. Let's get some more buildings. Man, these tools, man. Making us a lot of money. So I think declaring war on them is not going to be until like the next stream. We got clothes. So that might be profitable. Wee bit. But yeah, tools are just crazy. I can't really see. Yeah, so using the max. We're importing. But that is a good that our people need, so... Oh no, we're not losing. Never mind. So we are importing coffee. Where's the coffee? I don't see coffee right away. Whatever. So how are we strength-wise? Not the strongest. Oh yeah, so this one is the last one. So after this, we should be focusing military now. Because we have a bunch of buildings that we can upgrade first. Unless there is a specific building that's making a lot of money. So a lumber mill. Is there an upgraded version to it? Not that I can see. So basically cannons. So yeah. So let's go ahead and focus on military. We have a little bit of heavy lancers. Military cost. Maintenance cost. It's going to give us morale. I mean, Navy does need to be upgraded as well. So we already upgraded the majority. So I think we're going to have to go with naval. They are weak. Tolerance of the heathens. We'll go ahead and upgrade the heavies. Lancers. So we got light ship upgrades. It's a garrison level 3. The supply train. Now if I need hostile naval attrition, disembark time, anything to do with like traveling over the water, because that is deadly. Mercenary size, I don't care. Heavy ships. And a different heavy ship. So, I don't know. It might just be the upgrades, I guess. Combat speed, hull size, food storage, movement speed, anti-pirate compact. Army attrition. Military tactics. Thing that is good for now. We have discovered some land here. Somehow we finished that one first before this one. But sure, easy money. But the other thing is, like, you're still having to pay a bunch of stability unless we get the what do you call it? Oh, there's more ships up there. Native policy, or is it colonial policy? No, this is a specific law. Where you can enact a CB, but will piss off population. Yeah, it's not that one. Native policy. This one right here, native CB, yes. Which we're not even close to doing that, so we'll not do that right now. Okay, so we're at 100, so please switch them. I'll do it for you. Strengthen government. Panama discovered, there we go. So let's see. So we're searching there. Let's go ahead and search these two. And then, so we have 2, 3 is kind of my limit. Oh, can I not? Oh, That's the one I just sent. Whoops. Then over here as well. So it looks like they're... One colony is fully Sunni. No, they still have one more. So now they're working on cultures. What about Peru and... So Peru's working on culture and Sunni. Religion. And then New Spain. I think that's you, right? We're right here. Okay, you're focusing on culture and not on religion, but I don't know if I enforced religion on them yet. Okay. Tax efficiency plus 3%. Beautiful. So now, is it going to be 0? Because we're at 100? Yeah. Okay, so more buildings. We're building 5 so far. Tools, man, are just out of here, man. And then some weapons. Oh yeah, ships. So let's go ahead and close the building. Looks like our ships are done. Lose prestige or... It looks like we're just nobles now. Because this guy is like refusing to have children. Like, what is going on? What's gonna happen when this guy dies? How old are you? You're over 42. So Navy's still pretty weak. We should probably focus on heavies. And then we're probably gonna have to... We're gonna have to build some docks soon. Okay, we're about to get the fine cloth. Which I feel like that would have to be pretty profitable. No. Not as much as I thought. Either way, yeah, let's just focus on sailors for right now. Prep complete. Oh yeah, we finished annexing. So they're gonna be pissy piss. Prep complete, stabilizing, and that took away my... Now, so we're paying 82. So I'm wondering how much it's going to cost to maintain 100% once we're at 100. So let's take these guys. Just take them to the capital. Or actually Constantinople. We've gained cores. Where are our other ships? Oh, we only have 2. Huh. Private marine time. So let's go ahead and switch these guys there. Do we have a just morale? So from trade income, 153. She's Catholic. She'll change to Sunni. Yeah, that's usually what we go for. She turns Sunni. A little bit less progress, but it's still progress. Yeah, I'm not willing to lose that much money. Okay, so we're at 100. So let's go ahead and change that back to government. Yeah, that's too much. That does not make sense. Still the same amount. Yeah, that's more than we saved from here, I think. If we had like 50 per se legitimacy, then yes, it would make sense. Because we would be paying way more. But this makes 0 sense. Yeah. Okay, so you guys... No, not you guys. You guys. So we're building ships. Building 4. Let's go ahead and get some more heavies. And spend some on buildings. Well, even though not a whole lot, we didn't do a whole lot, you know, war-wise, we definitely made the economy much better. Which of course doesn't make, you know, the most entertaining stream. But it's gonna shift and turn our country. Because in the beginning of the stream, we were only making 1 ducat. So that shows you. This would make more books. Not a whole lot. So dyes are pretty cheap, paper is cheap, wood is cheap. Books are already cheap. Which we don't need to focus on those because we're not building universities right now. I feel like hospitals is increasing. But I don't see the estates building anything. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we took all the irrigation off. So unless there's a bug that we are not seeing, even though it's selected, I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and put a cut here. So same time, next place, most likely we'll declare war on Portugal. And Castile will join, and we'll take as much land as we can, because it's pretty cheap. And yeah, so not until tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching, and until tomorrow.